Hello Scorpios, this is Tan from Scorpiana Tarot. I'm going to do a week ahead reading for May 5th all the way to May 11th. So let's see what comes out for all the Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury. I hope you're doing well and you're staying safe. Let's see what you need to know about the week ahead. What does the Scorpios need to know for the week ahead, Spirit? What the Scorpios need to know for the week ahead? The Scorpio needs to know for the week ahead. Alright. First card we have Healer, Rock Bottom, and Responsibility. On the bottom of the deck we have Masculine Energy. Just so you know, and I recently learned this myself because I'm still learning about astrology and different aspects of the zodiac, but water and earth signs are feminine energy, whereas air and fire signs are masculine energy. Scorpios, we are interesting because we were initially ruled by Mars, but now we're considered to be ruled by Pluto, but then Pluto was demoted as a planet. So essentially, we're both ruled by Pluto and Mars. So we're kind of like a fiery, watery sign. So if you look in your chart, you'll be able to see the balance of the masculine or feminine energy you have based on the types of zodiac signs you have prevalent on your chart. Like for me, I have an even amount of air and fire and earth and water. Oddly enough, so that means I have a balance of masculine and feminine energy. But with this coming in, there may be something this week where it's going to have an impact on healing the masculine part of yourself, helping to bring some sort of balance within you, because there may be some issue that is going to be overwhelming, that's going to be stressful, that's going to feel like you've hit the bottom of the barrel, like you can't go lower than where you already are, and you probably are feeling the burden of some sort of responsibility. But I think that when you are able to share the burden with someone else, ask for help, that will help ease the burden. But I think if you're someone who is always in your masculine energy, you feel like you always have to solve problems on your own, that you need to find the solutions on your own. If you're not able to serve, if you are unable to solve whatever issue, drama, situation, whatever is coming up, if you feel like you cannot solve it on your own, you may look at it as a failure on your part. But that's something that you need to kind of change. That's a mindset that you have to change. You have to heal that mindset, because your ability or level of productivity doesn't have a bearing on your self-worth, you know? And remember, masculine energy is the action-oriented energy. It's the energy that takes action, takes control. The feminine energy is someone who is receptive. It creates and it receives. It receives and it creates and it gives, you know. But the masculine energy, it gives, it takes, and it acts. It does. It's more aggressive. It's more ambitious, and it's more results oriented, if you know what I mean, you know. So like in the rock bottom, you see this person seems overwhelmed, like they have so many projects, so many responsibilities, but a part of you may need to heal that part of yourself that sees yourself as a failure for not being able to manage all the responsibilities that are handed to you. Some of those responsibilities aren't even your own. So you have to realize that there's certain things that you can, delegate to other people. I think that maybe that's something this week, especially if you are employed, you're working with other people, or even if you are self-employed, you have a business. It's a matter of you not having to take on all the burden or responsibilities. It's about learning how to delegate them to people based on their abilities, their tasks, their interests. You don't have to do everything on your own. You know, if you need help, you need assistance, you need support, that doesn't make you any less of a masculine energy, and it doesn't make you any less of a person because you're not able to do everything yourself. We're not meant to do everything on our own. We're meant to share responsibilities. We're meant to share burdens. We're meant to share experiences with other people. And I feel like that's something that you're going to have to be healing this week, or it's going to be something that comes up this week that's really going to trigger you to understand that, you know. Let me see how much time I have left because I'm only allowed, all right, 6 minutes in. All right, let's see. Now that we got that message out of the way, I'll leave that there. Let's see what we have in when it comes to love. Where are my love cards at? They're all the way over there. Let's see. Love. That's my chair. Okay. See what comes out. So this is a mixed deck that has so many cards, and you can see it's so hard to shuffle. I made this joke in my other channel that even though I have big hands, I should be able to handle a big deck. Let's see. I'm gonna split them because this is just too much. Okay, what do Scorpios need to know when it comes to relationships this week? Is there something that they should know this week that they... Okay, this... Ooh, all right. Anything the Scorpios need to know this week? Okay, divine feminine. Oh, see, it's funny because we had the masculine energy show up here. So I think we should have these cards there, like showing. I feel like they're going to be connected. Maybe some of you are in a relationship and you feel like you're being burdened with all the responsibilities. Let's see what else comes out. Let me shuffle these. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Because we have pollution, infection, parasite, poison, guard, protect, escort, teach, and divine feminine, yin and feminine energy. The feminine energy is always in a receiving. It's supposed to receive. Her actions is to take care, nurture, love. Provide emotional support. This may be asking you for you to protect yourself from anything, protect your energy, protect yourself from anything that wants to come in, that wants to kind of, well, I keep saying kind of. It seems like there's something that wants to come forward or maybe coming up from, that may want to, if your energy is pure, it's clear, it's clean, it's brilliant, it's warm, inviting, there may be something coming forward that kind of wants to taint it in some way. And if you, it could be anything. It could be something that can try to get you off your game, trying to throw you off balance. And what this is asking for you is to be on guard, to protect yourself, to be, yeah, there seems to be some sort of chaos that wants to come in. Something from the past, because we have ancient coming up. Something that hasn't been spoken yet, because it says unspeakable ancient chaos. Unspeakable ancient chaos. Possibly something or someone from the past may be coming up and wanting to bring some sort of drama. They have some sort of bitterness towards you, or maybe directing some bitterness towards you. One of my cards, it just like flew away. I have no idea where it went. I have no idea where it went, unless I'm making it up. I'm gonna have to. Intuition, yeah, intuitively you already know. Yeah, you have to be on guard, because there's somebody that may be coming forward and maybe trying to throw you off your game, trying to make you imbalanced. But if you are very careful, you can already see the signs. If you're very familiar with this person, you may be familiar with this energy, and you are able to sense it in advance. Yeah, there's some sort of conflict. Yeah, there may be a difference in opinions, a difference in perspectives, and it may be somebody that you were incompatible with, and it may have to do with work. It may have to do with work, a work situation. I am so like, I don't know. I feel like a card flew and I don't know where it went. I have no idea where it went. Okay, I think I see it. Okay, I found it. Okay, see, distracted. See, like me looking for this card, it distracted me. So, say chaos. So I think there may be something coming forward that may have a negative from the past that is trying to kind of sidetrack you, kind of get you off your game, throw you off balance. It's coming from somebody that you have to keep your guard up against, because this person's going to come towards you with bitterness. You may already know who this person is. You may already sense them, you know, because it's intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. So Scorpio, I just say, like, beware of somebody that may be coming forward, trying to sidetrack you, trying to bring some delays, trying to bring some sort of conflict, and it may have to do within a work situation. So just keep your guard up. You know, if it's about your work per se, just make sure your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, that you did your due diligence, and that you're meeting your deadlines, you're receiving the proper approvals or permissions to do certain things, just in case someone tries to, like, if it has to do with work and responsibility, maybe somebody may accuse you of not being responsible. They may accuse you of trying to, you know how some people, they can work on their own and they don't really need supervision, because I can relate to that. I'm someone who doesn't really need to be supervised. I'm someone who already knows how to do my job, and I don't need anyone to micromanage me. So maybe someone may try to say or make some sort of accusation that you're being irresponsible, that you aren't paying attention to your work, that you're being distracted by others. You may be on your phone too much. You may be socializing too much at work rather than working. Someone is just, you know, it's some sort of clash that may happen. So that's something that you need to be aware of this week, Scorpio. So this was supposed to be about love. So if it is about love, maybe, because I don't know, I got work because of this work card, a conflict. This was supposed to be about work. I'm going to get a different deck for love. A different deck for love. Let me see. Okay. Because I feel like that just really threw things off that part of the reading. So let me just move these cards over here. I have them as reference. I'll move that over here as well. Please excuse me as I get myself situated. Also have to make sure I'm within time. Okay, so I'm gonna do a separate reading because I'm reaching the deadline and my light just turned off. See, distractions. Okay, so this is gonna be part 1 of the week ahead. It's kind of going longer than I expected, so I'm just gonna make this its own video. So I'm gonna do a week ahead for love. And so if you enjoyed this reading, if it resonates with you at all, please like, share, and subscribe to Scorpiana Tarot. My name is Tan, and I'm wishing you a wonderful week ahead. And if interested, please check out part 2 or check out the week ahead in love for Scorpios. Bye.